So if you don't know me already, my name is Malikkingbell, and I'm gonna start addressing a lot more sports content, a lot more sports topics. Up top, we got my Instagram. Then to the other side of that, we got Malik King Bell. That's my TikTok. We got my YouTube King Bell page, and then we got a Twitch. I'll be on the games too, basically Madden and 2K. Follow me on all of that. I need all the love on all of that, please. Now let's get right into it. If you dunk on me like this, I'm calling the police. I'm gonna be just like that meme. Calling the cops. You cannot assault me like that. You cannot sexually assault people like this. You cannot put your nuts in another man's face like this. But with all the bullshit aside, this is an amazing play. Like, he's up there. He's violating, bruh. But that's part of the game. Shit happens trying to take them charges. But we ain't gonna talk too much about basketball. I got one more thing for you though. While that was happening in March Madness, LeBron is out here in Cleveland dunking on Kevin Love like they didn't used to be teammates. This is just emotional abuse. Like, y'all came back from being down 3-1. Y'all won a ring for Cleveland. Cleveland, this is for you. Like, y'all did that together, bro. And you just gonna dunk on this man like you don't like him. Like, man, I know it's no friends on the court, but goddamn, bro. And yes, this dunk was finished. He's like, he elevated off of the contact. He went at him, and then it's like he got that contact, and it was like a boost. And it's one hell of a highlight. When I learned how to get the video clips in here better and do all that, I'm gonna be showing y'all that too. This dunk was crazy. But what I really want to talk about today is NFL free agency. A lot of y'all GMs and a lot of fans is feeling like this right now. They feeling like Vince McMahon with the title. They feeling like Vince entering the ring, doing his little walk. No chance is what you got, right? That's how y'all feeling right now. You got the Raiders bringing in Devontae Adams, bringing in Chandler Jones, bringing in Avery from my Baltimore Ravens. Y'all gonna like that pickup. And then you teaming that up with Renfro, Waller, Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs. They got a fucking juggernaut offense over there in Las Vegas, Los Oakland, as Sonny Bo would say. They got a juggernaut over there. But only time will tell how everything mesh. You got to stay healthy. Everything got to click. People can't be complaining because it's only one football. And it's a lot of people who want the football out of what I just named. Derek Carr going to touch it every play because he under center. But Jacobs going to want his handoffs. Renfro going to want his receptions in the slot. Waller going to want his receptions at tight end. And on the outside as the number one receiver, you know you got to get Devontae Adams the ball. He damn near the best receiver in the NFL. So I figured they'll make it work, though. Devontae wanted to go over there, so it should be all good. And also, the defense got to step up, and it has to be consistent. That was a problem for Chandler Jones last year. Now, he has 107 or so sacks for his career. He has a 19 sack season, a 17 sack season. He's treading Hall of Fame waters. He has 10 and a half last year, as you can see. Problem is, he had 5 of those in week 1. So I'd rather, if you're going to be my premier edge rusher, I want you to disperse them 5 sacks around. I'm not saying don't go get me 5 in one game, but you can't disappear for 3 or 4 weeks after you get 5 in one game, which is something that he did last season. So the Raiders defense got to be consistent. Like I said, they got Avery from my Ravens. He's going to have to step up big time, but he's very much capable. I'm not going to down him because he left us. He did an excellent job. They picked on him, and he had one of the best QBR ratings when he was targeted. He was doing his job. He did great. And nobody knew who he was before the season. Like, we barely knew who he was as Ravens fans, but he definitely stepped up as in the next man up role and did his thing. He was definitely one of the stronger points of our defense last year. So if the Raiders defense can be consistent, and if that offense is the juggernaut we think it's going to be, there'll be a problem for sure. I know I'm using a lot of wrestling references today, but that's because the AFC West is going to be a Royal Rumble. It's going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a slugfest. Because after the Raiders, you have the Broncos adding Russell Wilson to go along with a defense that was already stout. And they have the pieces on offense to get the job done. Will they? I wouldn't necessarily put them above the Raiders, the Chargers, or the Chiefs. But, man, it's going to be a dogfight in that division. This is what it's going to look like. Everybody trying to throw each other out the damn ring or off the field, if we're going to put it in football terms. It's going to be crazy over there, and the Broncos definitely have a chance, but I don't have as much to say about them as the other teams because you got Russell Wilson, who was coming off of the thumb injury, I believe, when he hit Aaron Donald's hand. He's only getting older. You got Jerry Jeudy. He's still got a lot to prove in this league. He's no slouch at all, though. And the defense is stout, but when you got to play the Raiders in that juggernaut offense twice a year, and you got to play Herbert twice a year in that offense with Keenan Allen, Eckler coming out the backfield, Mike Williams on the other side of receiver. And then you got to play the Chargers, who are a perennial Super Bowl contender every year. I have to put the Broncos as the fourth best team in this division. But they will, without a doubt, compete. Next, we got the LA Chargers and the addition of Khalil Mack. And then you put that with J.C. Jackson at corner, Derwin James over the top, and Joey Bosa on the other side of him. That's a bunch of Pro Bowlers, possibly all pros on the defensive side of the football. I'm sure all four of them don't make all pro, but all of them have the potential. You know what I'm getting at? But the problem is Khalil Mack in 7 games played last year. Now, this could have been a money move. I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm not finna waste my body on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to preserve myself. I'm going to get somewhere where I can contend. Or he could just be hurt. You never know with these kind of situations, especially with a sport as physical as football. But Khalil Mack has to be on the field. It's a 17-game season now, and that's excluding the playoffs. 7 games, that means you missed 10. You missed way more than you played. So the big addition of Khalil Mack depends on if Khalil Mack's chin strap is strapped up and he's on the field. You know what I'm saying? You can't win football games from the sideline. You just can't do it unless you're a coach. That's different. But as a player, you can't win from the sideline. You got to be out there putting the action in. So the Chargers, I'm going to put them behind the Raiders solely based off of the fact of you got to stop teams. Now it's a passing league. You got to get after the quarterback. That's what this was all about. But is Khalil Mack going to be on the field to stop the Raiders from passing the ball up and down the field 2 times a season, to stop the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes from throwing the ball all over the field 2 times a year, and to stop? I know I said the Broncos would probably be 4th place in this division, but is Khalil Mack going to be on the field to chase Russell Wilson around? Only time will tell. We got to see. I hope he's healthy. We all want to see good football. I know as a Ravens fan last year, it was tough on me with all the injuries, so I'm never wishing on injury on nobody, but it's a if. And judging off of missing 10 out of 17 games, it's a big if Khalil Mack will be out there for majority of the season. So only time will tell with that. But with that being said, if Khalil Mack is out there to put in the work that we know Khalil Mack can put in, which is already a Hall of Fame career, the Chargers are going to be a problem, a big-time problem, because who you going to double team when it comes to the pass rush? You going to double team Bosa? You going to double team Khalil Mack? You can't double team. So you got to leave these tackles on the outside with Khalil Mack and Bosa if Mack is healthy? Oh, my goodness. No. That's a nightmare for quarterbacks. But we'll see what happens with health. And last but not least, I got to be respectful. I can't put anybody over the Chiefs. I cannot do that. They went to the AFC Championship last game. They lost. And they've been to 2 out of the last 3 Super Bowls. So we know what they're going to do. They added Juju to Hardman, Kelsey, and Tyreek. You got Clyde Edwards at the running back. I think they could be a little stronger there, but he's not bad at all. But we know what this offense does. We know they got pass rush. I don't know what's going on with Tyrann Mathieu yet. He's still a free agent. I don't know if they plan on bringing him back or what that's going to be. But we know what the Chiefs are. We know what the Chiefs can do. We know they're going to contend for a Super Bowl every year as long as this man is under center. So the AFC West, like I said, will be a Royal Rumble. I'm keeping it short and sweet with them because we know what they do. But it's going to be crazy in that division. Man, grab your beers, grab your chicken wings, grab your Doritos, grab all that, and sit your ass down in front of the TV because the AFC West is going to be a wild ride. At the end of the day, I got it. Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos. But with what they got over there on the defensive side of the football, under center, who the hell knows? It might get flipped. It might be I can't tell you. Nobody can tell you. The football guys can't tell you. That we don't know. All we know is it's going to be competitive. But yeah, I got to still put the Chiefs at the top of the division because they are the Chiefs and we know what they do. Now, with all that being said, let's take it back to where I started at. All those teams is feeling like no chance. 3 of those teams made a lot of moves. Yeah, the Chiefs got Juju, but whatever. That's nothing compared to the moves that the Chargers, Raiders, and the Broncos made. But the only team that should be feeling like this is on the NFC because they're the defending Super Bowl champs, the Los Angeles Rams. Nobody should feel like this but the Rams. Yeah, the Rams lost Von Miller, but in my opinion, they didn't really lose him because he got well overpaid. He's 32 years old. He's still pretty productive. I believe he had 9 sacks last year. But let's be real. Is he going to play another 6 seasons at $20 million a year value? I think not. I mean, of course, he probably doesn't doubt that in his head because he's Von Miller. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Let's be real. He thinks he could do that, but I highly doubt Von Miller plays another 6 years at $20 million a year value because that's what the contract was. It was $120 million for 6 seasons. I don't think he does that. So to me, the Rams didn't lose anything. Aaron Donald ain't retired. They locked up Matthew Stafford for another couple seasons, and they brought in Allen Robinson. The Rams are still going to be a problem. So I just had to let it be known. The only team that should be feeling that Vince McMahon swagger, that no chance, that championship swagger, is the defending champs. Everybody else, I know the Bengals are trying to build a wall behind Joe Burrow, in front of Joe Burrow. I see it. I know, but nobody should be feeling above anybody except for the Rams because they are the champs until they aren't the champs anymore. That's how that works. Now let's stay in the NFC West to be exact. Where's Waldo? What's going on with the guy who looks like he walks runways as opposed to sits under center? Are the Niners having a change of heart? I mean, they did make a Super Bowl with him, and they were a game away from the Super Bowl last season. Do they think maybe he can get the job done and they just need a couple pieces in the draft? Are they looking for something in free agency? Because I'm surprised he hasn't been traded yet. Are they hesitant with the Trey Lance experiment? What is going on with Jimmy Garoppolo? Me, I used to be a strong believer in him. I don't want to say I'm not anymore because he went to the Super Bowl. They had a lead against the Chiefs, but they stopped scoring. And guess who takes the blame in a passing league? The quarterback. They had a chance last year. They didn't get the job done. And with that kind of a defense, and with the Deebo Samuel, and with the Kittle, guess who takes the blame for that? Jimmy Garoppolo. It's a quarterback-driven league. They always get the blame. They always get all the praise a lot of the time, too. But I'm thinking the Niners might be having a change of heart, and there may be a little quarterback battle when training camp starts. Only time will tell. There's still a lot of offseason left. So there's a great chance that Jimmy Garoppolo is not wearing the gold and red next year. But as of right now, I'm just wondering why he still is a 49er. It's throwing me off. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I realized running back through this that all my stuff is coming out backwards with the front camera and stuff. So I got to figure out how to fix all that on my next video. But we're going to leave y'all with this. That's all I got for y'all today. So this is going on YouTube, the whole video. I'm going to post snippets on the IG, the 3 Rick Killmonger. I'm going to post snippets on my TikTok amongst many other things. That's the malikkingbell. And then Twitch, like I said, I'll be on the game here and there, Madden and 2K. So yeah, we're leaving y'all with that. Follow me on all those. Show me some love on all those. And I will see y'all with the next video.